So when you're working in Tinkercad, at the top here we have this little square that allows us to move around our shapes, and we can zoom in and zoom out. The measurements are in millimeters, I think. So when you're typing in measurements and kind of scaling things, it's in millimeters, and the maximum height you can have for a 3D print at the library, someone tells me, is an inch. So you should have everything below an inch in height, which is a certain number of millimeters, like 2.5 centimeters, I think, give or take. But you've got these two kind of main building blocks on the right-hand side. One is a shape, and these objects, I believe, are holes. So if we're taking this hole and combining it with this shape, then we can select them both, holding down Shift. Okay, so we can highlight them both, and then we can use this option up here to group them. And what that's going to do is take a chunk out of that shape there. Okay, so that's basically what I would recommend, that you try and build your basic shapes out of the shapes on this first set of basic shapes, rather than getting into some of the other shapes that are already kind of pre-built. If you can build them from the pyramids, the boxes, the cylinders, and other things, then you don't build them from the letters. That's cheating. Okay, build them from the shapes. But if you build them from these things, then you're going to it's going to be easier for you. So once you've got a letter, say, built out of some different shapes, and you've positioned those shapes, you can highlight them together and then combine them, and it's going to make it all into one shape. Okay, so it works the same as a lot of other vector-based and 3D packages. So you can kind of move these shapes together. Okay, and if anyone's got any questions, I'll share some more tips as we kind of go through. But that's where I would head for the basic shapes, and then using these tools up here, the solid and the hole, to kind of slice into different things. So if you see you've got a sphere and you're drawing a couple of spheres and make one of them a hole, then you're going to kind of cut a cool, if we can select them both, then we're going to cut a nice kind of shape out of that sphere. Okay, so you can see you get some nice shapes kind of combined together if you just think about those simple, those more basic shapes. Three or four objects.